Cut.
Previously on The Sacred and the Sinful.
What is the secret to being the leading lady on The Sacred and the Simple for so long?
I would certainly say the cast and crew.
Be wary of Evangeline. She's perpetually up Cassandra's ass. They're really close.
Are you quite done with my husband, Evangeline? You're fired.
This show is my life. I'm nothing without it. Remember, I know your deepest secret.
We have Sal from People Magazine here for a few weeks.
I do have my sights set on bigger and better things in the industry, but I'm hush-hush about that for now.
Daytime soap operas are dying, William. You brought me on as the producer because you knew innovative approaches were needed to save this show.
You can't, and won't, push me out.
Please welcome Storm Hart.
Wasn't she just nominated for an Oscar?
Why would someone with a film career want to slum it on daytime TV?
Why are you really here? Chase is doing this because he wants me out.
Bo, it's been too long.
If you're ever up for rekindling an old flame, you know where my dressing room is.
I changed my mind about Evangeline. Let her know she can stay.
Evangeline!
Is she?
She's cold.
Oh my god.
I feel sick.
I hope you know this is all your fault. If you hadn't orchestrated her contract being terminated, this wouldn't have happened.
But I took it back.
A little too late.
Wait, what's that?
What's wrong?
There's a note on the laptop. Cassandra Thorne has ruined my life beyond repair. I can only see one way out of this.
How could you, Cassandra?
Cass, we're running late.
We're just finishing up.
Do we have to go to this thing tonight?
Sal is hosting a memorial party for Evangeline on behalf of People Magazine. You know her cameras will be there. It would look bad if we didn't go. Everyone on that set thinks I'm some kind of monster who drove a woman to dangle from her dressing room ceiling.
I don't think that's the most tactful way to put it.
You think that's not tactful? Storm has already moved into the dressing room. What the hell was Evangeline thinking? She surely knew I would take back my decision to terminate her contract once she threatened me. This doesn't make any sense.
She threatened you? With what?
That's beside the point.
You need to pull yourself together.
If you hadn't slept with Evangeline, none of this would have happened. You could have had anyone, and you knew she was my closest friend.
William, to what do we owe the pleasure?
Cass told me about the bogus suicide note. I'm not here as the president of the network tonight. I'm here to support my daughter.
Well, we're expecting her momentarily. You know Cass, always late.
That note better not get out there, Chase. It won't just ruin Cass. It'll ruin the show, too.
The authorities have it now. I handed it over to them once they arrived.
Excuse me a second.
Sure.
Hello, William.
Why are you approaching me? Someone might suspect something.
I'm hosting this memorial, William. To not greet a guest would be rude. Besides, no one is paying attention to us. They're too busy eagerly awaiting the arrival of your shamed daughter.
Cass didn't drive that woman to do anything. She clearly had her own issues going on.
Whatever you need to tell yourself. I need to see you tonight. Our place, 9 o'clock?
I told you we need to stop meeting up. Elizabeth is getting suspicious.
I don't really care how your wife feels. You know how I don't like to be told no. See you later. I need to reschedule tonight, babe. Something else came up.
There she is.
This is awkward.
I know. I can't believe I ran lines with her last week.
Please tell me running lines isn't a euphemism around here.
Welcome to daytime TV.
Gross.
Hey, I'd run lines with you any day.
I believe we ran lines enough in the summer of 2006.
Still thinking about it, huh?
Keep your cameras on Cassandra all night.
Cass, are you sure you're up to this?
Do I have a choice?
Look, it doesn't matter what these people think of you right now. When push comes to shove, all that matters is your fans.
Cassandra!
Sal, you must let me know what tapeworm you've contracted this month. You've never looked thinner.
What can I say? You have single-handedly driven the stock of Ozempic so low that even diabetic people can't get their medication. I had to improvise.
Enough about me. I had no idea you knew Evangeline so well.
Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to get to know Evangeline as much as I'd like. Tonight is about giving the cast and crew an opportunity to express their grief. My 20th anniversary piece for the show has certainly taken a turn. People magazine thought it would be in poor taste not to include a memorial to the Sacred and Sinful's most memorable character. After you, of course.
Well, that explains the camera crew. And what a lovely home you have.
Thank you so much. I would happily give you decorating tips anytime.
How does one afford such a lavish home on an editor's salary?
Come on, Cassandra. You've been to enough parties in Beverly Hills to know it's tacky to ask someone about their finances.
Oh, sorry. I thought after our interview in my home that we had a relationship where we could grill each other about potential skeletons in our closets. Of which I am sure you have many. If you'll excuse me. Could I have everyone's attention, please? I just wanted to take a moment to kick off Evangeline's memorial by thanking Sal and People magazine for hosting tonight. Anyone on set knows Evangeline and I were the closest of friends. We shared so many storylines together on the show. But more importantly, she was the most trustworthy friend I've ever had. To Evangeline.
To Evangeline.
To Evangeline.
Well, shit.
This isn't good.
What's going on? Why is everyone looking at me?
Honey. Radar Online have leaked Evangeline's suicide note.
No.
Turn that camera off now. Cassandra!
Felix, who leaked the story?
Radar Online wouldn't reveal their source.
Son of a bitch!
Don't worry, honey. I'm working on getting them to retract the story.
So, how's your father?
He's retired now. He never quite got that presidential ticket he always aimed for.
Still, he was the mayor of New York. That's a pretty impressive feat to retire on.
Try telling him that. What about your mom? How's she doing?
I'd much rather keep talking about you.
I see you still deflect from talking about her.
There's nothing much to talk about. We aren't close anymore. I see her on holidays and birthdays, but I'm happy to keep it at that.
And what do you do with the rest of your time?
Well, this. I like having fun and unwinding. Surely you remember.
You know, I always thought we reunite at the Oscars sometime.
That just wasn't in the cards for me. I always knew you'd get there, though.
Well, I didn't win.
Does that matter?
Well, it did to my dad. He considers himself a failure after not achieving what he wanted to. When I lost the Oscar, I think he thought of me as a failure too.
What makes you think that?
Well, he told me.
Oh.
Losing that Oscar was the first real loss I've had so far. I had been pretty lucky until that point. I had achieved everything I set my mind to. I think part of that success was driven by how much my dad was proud of me. The only time he called me was when I had achieved something. But after the Oscar loss, it all changed. I never hear from him now.
Wow.
Sorry, that was a lot. I don't usually trauma dump on people.
Well, I'm not just anyone.
I guess you're not.
Do you ever think about what we gave up to get here?
I try not to dwell on the past. Do you think about it much?
I know we were just 16 and we were just silly kids casting a stupid commercial together. But that summer was really special to me. You were really special to me.
Every summer, I'd return from boarding school, and it would be the loneliest period of the whole year. The summer we spent together was probably the best of my childhood.
Well, you know my relationship with my mom wasn't smooth sailing at the time. I think we both needed each other at that exact time.
I think you're right.
Do you ever wish we'd made a different decision? Do you ever wish we'd kept the baby?
I don't think so. We were 16. It's easy to look back in retrospect and think we could have managed it now, but we were just kids at the time, and we made the best decision we could.
I guess. You know, I wasn't really part of the decision.
What do you mean? We both agreed I should have an abortion.
Actually, your dad's campaign manager paid me off. He made me agree to go with whatever decision you made.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Money was no object for me and my mom. We really needed that money.
Don't worry, I don't blame you for taking the money. So, are you saying you wanted me to keep the baby?
Like you said, it's easy to look back in retrospect. Let's face it, I'm a failing actor. It's easy to wonder what a different life could have been like. But the decision was probably the right one for you, to get where you are now.
On a shitty daytime TV show?
Hey, you said it, not me.
You know, maybe a different life with you would have been great.
What are you looking at, Michael?
You didn't tell me about Evangeline's suicide note.
And I assume you also saw the retraction that came out 5 minutes ago?
Isn't the damage already done? Retraction or not?
No. The note was typed on a laptop. It wasn't signed. Anyone could have typed that note out and left it for people to see.
What are you trying to say?
That I'm not a fucking idiot? Evangeline didn't have the guts to do what everyone thinks she did. Besides, she blackmailed me just before she was found dead. She had no intention of leaving the show, and she did not believe that I had ruined her life.
What was she blackmailing you with?
That doesn't matter.
She told me. You really think after months of sleeping together, Evangeline wouldn't tell me the truth?
You don't understand.
No, I understand perfectly. I always thought the fame made you this way, but you have been manipulating everyone around you since your first day on that set 20 years ago.
We're not having this conversation right now.
Then when?
Hi, babe. What's up?
Where are you?
I told you, something came up tonight. I'm meeting the girls at People for a quick debrief about the latest leak.
I'll see you when you get home.
The biggest news this week is that The Sacred and the Sinful is due to resume filming this morning. The show went on a 2-week hiatus following the death of Evangeline de la Haye. There has been a lot of controversy surrounding the unsubstantiated rumors of Cassandra's involvement in Evangeline's sad passing. Hopefully today marks a new start for the show. The press is piling up outside the gates of the studio to get a glimpse of Storm Hart's first day on set, in a surprising career move which sees the Oscar nominee challenging Cassandra Thorne for title as leading lady of daytime TV.
Cass, are you ready?
I don't think I can do this.
Girl, you need to pull yourself together. You have a whole crew out there waiting to see if you will crumble in your first head-to-head scene with Storm.
Cassandra, I'm sorry to hear about your well and truly tarnished reputation. We are all on a schedule here. I trust you're ready to get started.
Dad, what do I do?
Honey, get your ass up there and deliver the performance of your life.
Hey, just so you know, I will ask my pals at Radar Online to go easy on you. Who knows? Maybe if I put in a good word for you, you could still get cast in commercials.
And action.
Oh, Erica, how surprised you must be to see me. After all, when you covered me in honey and left me tied to a chair, stranded in a forest amongst 3 bears, you must have surely suspected I was done for.
How dare you return here?
It wasn't easy being stranded in the forest, relying on the warmth from lying inside the bear carcass to survive the blizzard. I never wear fur, but that was an emergency.
Oh, Greenlee. How impressive you survived such an ordeal. How truly unfortunate that you forgot to shower after lying inside that bear carcass. I am Erica Lane, and this is my town. You don't belong here.
Will you feel that way once I tell the truth? The truth of my true identity. You see, my name is not really Greenlee. My real name is Magnolia.
Magnolia?
Yes, your stepdaughter.
No!
And I am here to extract my revenge on you. You were a wicked stepmother, and you won't get away with it.
How dare you!
Cut! Cass, you weren't actually supposed to slap Storm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I'd make the scene feel more authentic.
Lest we take that last bit, and Cass, please stick to a fake slap.
Message received. Apologies, Storm.
Action!
How dare you!
Cut!
Oh, God.
Whoops. I guess my hand slipped.
You homicidal bitch!
Admit you leaked that note.
Your camera better be rolling.
Stop!
This is the hottest thing I've ever seen.
We need to talk.
Ugh.
Should I get your driver to start the car?
There's something I have to do first. Give me 10 minutes.
Okay.
Am I next?
I know you know who leaked the note to Radar Online.
Cassandra, you know I don't like to gossip.
Drop it, Sal. I know you know. And you know I can get my father to pull this People magazine piece you're doing whenever I want. Tell me who leaked the note.
What the hell is going on here? The set is chaos.
With all due respect, this is your daughter's doing. Are you going to keep defending your washed-up, has-been daughter until this show runs itself into the ground?
Watch yourself, Chase.
I think you need to watch yourself, William. Cassandra's antics are leaving the show hanging by a thread. I dread to think how the press is going to react to the Radar Online leak.
The note was retracted, but we need to find out who leaked it in the first place to stop them striking again.
How will we find out who leaked it?
Already done, Chase. Storm isn't the only one with friends at Radar Online. I found out whose email address the leak came from.
Whose?
Yours.
That's a lie.
Ask them yourself. Check your sent items. Regardless, you are done here.
Last time I checked, Cassandra, you weren't my boss.
No, but I am. Pack up your things and get the hell out. I'll verify Cassandra's source at Radar Online, but something tells me it will prove true.
I didn't leak that note, but regardless of if you believe me or not, I'm not going anywhere.
Excuse me?
Do you see the line of press outside? They've been there all day. They've been waiting to catch a glimpse of Storm Hart in action. We're front page news everywhere because of her addition to the cast. Her first episode will no doubt triple our best viewing figures.
What's your point? You may have brought her in, but she's here now. So we don't need you to keep riding the wave from her publicity.
Oh, but you do. Something I neglected to tell you. Storm and I are together.
Yes, I am aware through the grapevine that Storm has been slumming it not only on daytime TV, but also in your bed.
Well, the only reason Storm is here is because I convinced her. If you fire me, she walks too. I guess you have a decision to make, old man. Just how loyal are you to your daughter now that my efforts have proven Cass's value is significantly lower here than you expected?
You're reaching, Chase. You better pack your bags before the press leave. I want your exit out there for everyone to see. Right, Dad? You have got to be fucking kidding me. I have fucking had it with my father.
Cass, look!
We have received a copy of Evangeline De La Haye's autopsy report, which confirms death by strangulation. However, the circumstances of this strangulation do not match up with the crime scene. It looks like what we assumed was a tragic consequence of Evangeline's mental state has now turned into a murder investigation.
Oh my god.
I knew it. Evangeline didn't end her life. She was murdered. And someone tried to set me up.
What were you thinking? Fighting with Cass?
I can't say I've ever come to physical blows with a co-star on set. She attacked me. If you're going to blame me for this, then I'm leaving. I need to clear my head.
Is that all you need to clear your head about?
What are you talking about?
Do you think I'm an idiot? If you're going to leak something to Radar Online from my office laptop, you might want to make sure you remove the CCTV footage from my security camera. Why the fuck did you leak that note? Using my email address.
Are you kidding me? Evangeline took her own life because of Cassandra. She can't get away with it.
Well, Evangeline didn't take her own life.
What?
Her autopsy leaked, and this is now a murder investigation. And you just made me suspect number one.
She was murdered?
In her own dressing room. In cold blood.
Oh my god.
What the hell were you thinking?
You said Evangeline needed justice. Cassandra was going to get away with Evangeline's suicide. You told me that's why I had to write and leak a fake suicide note to Radar Online. I don't even question how you knew about the suicide in the first place.
What is your question?
Did you kill Evangeline?
The circumstances of Evangeline's death do not concern you.
No.
All that should concern you is doing what I say.
I won't. This has gone too far.
Remember our deal, Storm.
Ma'am, the document has Y for you.
Thanks. What the hell? Hello?
Hello, Storm. I trust you received the document I sent you.
Who are you?
That's not important. What is important is protecting your reputation.
What?
You just lost an Oscar. It sounds as though your career couldn't handle the revelation that you gave a baby up for adoption.
What do you want?
It's simple. I want Cassandra Thorne ruined.
Cassandra Thorne? Why do you want my help?
To truly ruin Cassandra, she needs to lose everything. But most importantly, her fans. That's where you come in. You will ask your boyfriend for a role in The Sacred and the Sinful, and you will do everything in your power to outshine her. You will also be my eyes and ears on the set, and do whatever I tell you to.
This is insane.
Once she's ruined, you can return to your blockbuster roles, and I will bury your child's birth certificate.
You have no idea what you're asking of me. Asking me to lower myself to a daytime series after just having lost an Oscar will ruin my career.
Not as much as news of a secret baby would.
I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to help you get away with murder.
You know what's on the line for you, Storm.
Go ahead. Tell the press that I gave up a baby for adoption. It's 2024. I will spin the shit out of this and become the face of women's right to choose.
You've seen what I'm capable of. Wouldn't it be a shame if your dear friend Beau was to suffer the same fate as Evangeline?
What? You wouldn't.
Do you want to bet?
Who the hell are you? Why are you doing this?
You'll never know.
Now get back to work.